was talking to one of my friends the other day, and we were basically just discussing relationships. He had said something along the lines that, man, like, I really wish that I just had somebody that actually understood me and my insecurities and everything, and I really do feel like it would have helped. And obviously, me and him, we're both single, so we kind of have that in common. And it got me into thinking, really. And I tried to tell him as well, and I wanted to share this with you, is that if you think that a relationship is going to fix your insecurities, I got some news for you. It's really not going to. You see, many people end up entering into relationships because they think that they'll feel more confident or feel more content within themselves. And that's never the case whatsoever. Actually, it just ends up ruining two people's lives instead of just one. I think we all understand the classic love story that Bollywood and Hollywood have also shown us, that, oh, somebody just comes around and it just fixes your entire life for you. And really, that is not the case whatsoever. That never happens. You kind of need to just figure yourself out. You kind of need to actually put in the work by yourself and fix your own life. Nobody is actually going to come and sweep you off your feet and do all those things for you. And if you are imagining that I'm telling you right now, literally nobody will be able to do that. Now, sure, you might hear some stories about people that actually fall into relationships and they're able to actually do that. But I'm here to tell you right now, that's probably like 5% of the population. Everybody else is not that lucky. Hey, look, I'm not denying the fact that being with somebody that actually desires you, that likes you, that loves you for who you are, doesn't help. I'm saying 100% that it does help. But being in a relationship and feeling those things and not working on your own insecurities beforehand, it's basically just putting a temporary bandage on a deeper wound. And everybody thinks that a partner can save them from some type of self doubt or insecurity, when really nobody on this planet is able to save you from your own mind and from your own thoughts except for yourself. I can tell you several times about how worthy you are of love, but if you clearly do not tell yourself that, if you yourself do not believe that, then me telling you all of those things, regardless of whether we're in a relationship or not, it's never going to help you. It's never going to cure your problem. Honestly, it's really not. And look, there's two reasons why relationships are never going to fix your insecurity. The first reason being is that a relationship is something with another person, meaning that it's external from yourself. Insecurities are something that are deeply rooted within you. So it's internal. It's an internal struggle. And something external can help, yes, absolutely. But at the end of the day, even if your partner just goes to sleep before you, you're still left with your insecurities and you're lying awake at night overthinking about your own insecurities. And there's nothing that your partner can do while they're sleeping to actually help you. So you need to figure that out by yourself as well. And let's say, for example, if things are going really well in the beginning and they're giving you the reassurance that you actually need, yes, your insecurities might disappear for a little bit, providing you some temporary relief in your mind and in your heart. But eventually those feelings are going to come back. Those feelings are going to resurface, regardless of however much you bury them deep within your soul. Everything always comes back. And unfortunately speaking, something like insecurities, grief, sadness, anger, all of these things and all of these negative emotions that you feel, as much as you bury them deep within yourself, they come back with twice or thrice the force that you actually left them behind with. And not only that, it does put a lot of unrealistic expectations on your partner to actually fix you, quote unquote. Like, imagine this: your partner is always just catering to your needs so you can feel fulfilled, loved, and desired. Now, I'm not saying that those things are bad. Your partner should be able to do those things for you, but you need to also pull your own weight. You cannot just be dead weight by yourself because of your insecurities. You can't be crippled going into a relationship, or if you are in a relationship, you can be crippled by not carrying your own weight. You need to make sure that you are confident within yourself so you can actually provide the best of your abilities in that relationship in the first place as well. So don't put these unrealistic expectations on your partners for something that you need to work on by yourself. And look, I'm gonna be honest with you, these insecurities, all of this trauma that you're actually dealing with, eventually it will show up in the relationship and it will end up damaging the other person and your relationship with them as well. If you don't work on it, if you don't resolve them beforehand or even during the relationship, I promise you, it doesn't matter how much you choose to ignore them, as much time as you spend with that other person, these things are always going to come back. So what exactly do you need to do instead? What exactly is the other solution? What exactly do you need to do if you can't just rush into a relationship like everybody else does? So number one, you actually need to go ahead and obviously identify whatever problems that you actually are dealing with, whatever insecurities that you actually have in the first place. You need to figure out why you have those insecurities. Now, it could obviously be because of some past trauma. It could be because of past relationships. It could be because you have mommy or daddy issues. And you need to dig deep about these issues, about why do you feel the way that you actually feel. And then from there, once you've identified the problem, that's when you actually can start working on these things. Now, look, self-reflection is just the first step. After that, you actually need to work on yourself, whether it be telling yourself some personal mantras every single day, whether it be seeking therapy, whether it be just hitting the gym because you have terrible body dysmorphia, whatever the case might be. Any action that you actually can take to fix insecurity, you should probably take. And you should talk to your friends about it as well. Maybe even talk to your partner about your insecurities as well. If they are willing to understand and help you work through it, that's great. That's fine. I'm just saying that you shouldn't let the other person do all the work for you, because the other person is not there just to solve your problems. The other person is there to build a happy life with you. But you can't just expect them to pull you out of a rut or pull you out of a bad day every single time just because you're insecure about something. There's going to be days that happens, right? There's going to be days that you got it and they don't, and there's going to be days that they got it and you don't. And obviously, it's their job and their responsibility to actually pull you out of that rut and to reassure you and to help you work on your insecurities. And that is a sign of a good relationship. I'm just saying you should not hold them responsible for 100% of the time to making you feel whole, especially if you didn't feel whole before entering in that relationship. It's unfair to that other person and it's unfair to you as well. Try to go ahead and actually work on your own insecurities before you actually enter into a relationship. And always remember that while external validation does feel great and it does validate your feelings, but it's very temporary as well. Internal validation, I promise you, once you actually learn how to accept yourself after you work on yourself and after you better yourself just for yourself, it's much different. It's much more everlasting. You feel much more at peace as well. And you feel happier in a way. And you feel happy even without a relationship. So do those things. Talk to some people. Work on yourself. Go to the gym. Do whatever it is that you actually need to do. Write down things. Journal. And just practice self-love and work on your own insecurities. And always remember, you are enough. With or without a relationship, that does not matter. That part always will come later, but you need to make sure that you know that you are enough. All right, this is it for today's video. I hope I was able to teach you guys something today. I hope you understand that you are enough, and I hope that you're not just rushing into relationships just because you feel lonely or just because you feel insecure, because I promise you that's really not a healthy approach. If I was able to help you guys at all, remember to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel because I make videos like this all the time. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.